Hey man, did you know something about Satan? Yeah, Satan's gonna have a big hook right through his jaw. Jesus Christ is gonna put a hook through his jaw attached to a gigantic chain. He's gonna parade Satan around the earth and then parade him all through the heavens, pulling him by a chain, and Satan's gonna go jump up out of the water like a bass, hooked to a fishing pole. He's gonna wag his tail like that, and he's gonna land back in the water like a bass. Yeah, Satan's gonna be trying to be like a fish, man, trying to get off that hook. But it's gonna be like a trouble hook with a lock on it. He's gonna be lockjaw. You ever hear lockjaw? Satan's gonna know what lockjaw is when he's hooked through the jaw, paraded around the entire earth for all the faithful to see. And it's gonna happen like 1,000 years after Armageddon. So all the unfaithful people of the earth right now, they're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see your God Satan die. That's sad. I was kind of hoping that God would, kill Satan in front of you people. You people that worship the devil and stuff, you get to see your God Satan die. I was hoping Jehovah would do that, but maybe he'll give you a dream about it before you die, or some kind of vision or something. That'll be cool. Before you die, you get to see Satan die. Yeah. The one you put all your trust in. Yeah, you wanted riches, so you went to Satan and said, "Hey, Satan, give me riches and I'll worship you. I'll follow your ways. I'll persecute all the Christians and stuff." Well, Satan's going to die forever and ever and ever. See, Jehovah has this book called the Book of Life, and Satan's name's not in it. He's gonna die forever and ever. If you're not in the book of life, you're hurled into the lake of fire. Lake of fire is not hell. Hell is the grave where you just turn into dust. Your body turns into dust and you don't exist no more. But Gehenna is where you go, and Jesus used the word Gehenna because that was the Jewish dump. They threw sulfur on it and all kinds of fuels to keep it burning, and whatever went into Gehenna, that Jewish dump, got burnt and disappeared. And it disappeared. It didn't exist anymore. That's the point. Gehenna, you go into Gehenna, you don't exist. You're not alive anymore. No. Jesus said, "Do not fear man who can kill the body, but after that cannot do anything else. They can only kill your body. Rather, be in fear of him," Jehovah God, he's saying him, "who can kill both body and soul." Body and soul. Your personality is your soul. The person you are will not exist anymore. Your thinking's gone. Your memory's erased. And the cool thing about it, all those going to Gehenna, according to Isaiah 65, verse 17, all memory of you will be wiped clean by other people. Jehovah will cause other people to forget you too. He will forget you. Jehovah God. God will forget you. You think I'm going to punish God. I'm going to be evil. I'm going to make God destroy me, and it's going to forever bother his conscience. No, it's not. He's going to turn off all memory of you, just like you turn a light switch off. But it's more like popping the light, shooting the light with a gun, and it can't go on anymore. It can't go on anymore. You can't come alive again. You don't exist. He shuts you out of his memory. That's what Gehenna is. When Jehovah erases you out of his memory and out of every single human and angel's memories. He's going to go into their minds, and you will be forgotten. Jehovah will cause you to be forgotten. That's Isaiah chapter 65, verse 17. The memory of you will be gone. We will look to the wicked, to where the wicked used to be, and they will be no more. Plus, we won't remember you. We're not going to remember you. We're not going to remember you. You think you're going to punish us somehow? No. We will not remember you. We will not remember you. Fact. That's a fact. All memory of you will be erased. You'll be eradicated, erased out of existence. You will be erased out of everyone's memory too. Jehovah's a loving God. He's not going to make me. You think Jehovah going to let me live forever under Jesus Christ's rule? Remembering you? No. We will forget you. Plus, we'll be having so much fun, we won't be thinking of you anyway. We'll be sitting down in our hammocks, swinging and petting lions and wolves. All the animals won't bite us. We'll be in perfect health. I'll have my tooth back. No more getting old. We're going to be drinking beer and wine. We're going to be celebrating everyday life while you won't exist. Those who went with the devil won't exist anymore. You're not going to exist anymore. From dust you are, to dust you will return, said Jehovah. But Satan came down and said, no, you positively will not die. Yeah, Satan's the teacher of the immortal soul. See, God says in Revelation that only 144,000 called and chosen ones are rewarded with an immortal soul up in heaven. Those are the only ones. 144,000 immortal souls. The rest of us humans, we don't have an immortal soul. We could die. Immortality is a gift from God for those that were burnt at the stake and slaughtered with the axe and stuff. Those who perfected their faith. Those called and chosen by Jehovah to rule with Jesus Christ forever and ever. Those will have an immortal soul. Jesus has an immortal soul. God has an immortal soul. Me, you, and the regular angels, we don't have immortal souls. We could die forever and ever. We could be thrown in Gehenna at any time. Don't fool yourself. Don't listen to those religious leaders that, put a little white square here on their neck. Oh, I got a white square on my neck. I'm important. I'm extraordinary. I got an extraordinary personality now because I've been awarded a certificate that I got on the wall saying I'm smarter than everyone else. And the certificate says I'm guaranteed an immortal soul from God up in heaven who's not Jehovah. No, that's not his name. That's ridiculous. No certificate on your wall is going to give you everlasting life. Not getting trained. If you get trained by someone with a certificate on their wall, that doesn't give you life. What gives you life is you humble yourself. Jesus said, not everyone coming to me saying, Lord and Lord, will enter into my kingdom, but the one doing the will of my Father. The one doing the will of God. The one who doing the will of the Father will. See? Those thinking, oh, I'm going to make it, I gave to the poor, I gave to the poor, I gave every drop of my money to the poor. Is that what Jesus said? Is that Jehovah's will? No. That's not his will. In the 10th chapter of Matthew, Jesus showed us what the will of God was. That we go door to door, tell people about his kingdom and how they could live forever in God's kingdom. That's God's will. Us sharing the good news of God's kingdom. Telling people about how they could sit down and drink wine and beer forever and ever. Telling them how they could do it too. Yeah. Not being selfish here. We're going to share that knowledge of how you could live forever. And that's called the good news of this kingdom. And Jesus said that this good news that he talked about, that was talked about in Matthew chapter 10, that Jesus sent them door to door now. Door to door, house to house. This good news. Jesus was talking about this good news when he talked about the last days. In the last days, this good news of God's kingdom will be preached in all the inhabited earth for a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Then the end will come. This good news. What good news? The good news in the gospel on TV? Billy Graham? Come on. That's not this good news. This good news is the news that Jesus told his disciples. He had his disciples, true Christians. They were called the way back then. That was the way to God. The way to get everlasting life. The way. Jesus was the way. Through him, obeying him. You are my friends if you obey my commandments, Jesus said. And he commanded us, go therefore, make disciples of all people, of all the nations, all kinds of people, baptizing them and teaching them all the things that I have taught you. See? Teaching them all the things that I have taught you. Are you doing that? And how do you do that? In the 10th chapter of Matthew, he taught us. Jesus taught us how to do it from door to door. Knock on the door, say, hello, I'm here to talk to you about God's kingdom. Do you want to hear about God's kingdom? How you can enjoy life forever in a beautiful paradise. Because Jesus said to the guy dying next to him, I tell you, truly I tell you today, you will be with me in paradise. Not you will be with me today in paradise. He didn't say that. Because that day they were going to hell. Jesus was going to hell for 3 days. So he wasn't going to hell, which is a paradise. Hell is not a paradise. Hell is non-existence. It's where you die, temporarily die into your judge. It's a temporary place, hell. It's not a forever place. The forever place is called Gehenna. Your preachers and pastors are teaching you wrong. Hell is a different place. Hell is Hades, where you die. You turn into dust. Your body dies and turns to dust. But your soul is in God's hands. His memory of you. The person you are, your personality is your soul. The blood that goes through your brain, through your heart, has your characteristics programmed into your blood. Blood is sacred. Blood is your soul. It's who you are. The blood goes through your programming unit, your PC. This is a programming inside your head. It programs your blood. It puts the program into you like a video machine. It puts pictures into your blood. Your blood has all that memory. Your blood cells carry more information than anything else on this earth. Our blood cells are where that's where they got the idea for the computer chip, from our blood cells and stuff. Because they're recording. They're like a chip. All those blood cells going through your brain carry different memories and stuff. It's a program that goes through the program here, and then it goes to the heart to get feelings. Your heart programs feelings into your blood. This ain't a theory, this is a fact. The Indians knew it. If you ever watch Red Dawn, the movie Red Dawn, where the Indians, where they said that drink the blood, and something will be different about you from that point on, from the point you drink the blood. Why? Something different, because the personality is in the blood. You got the deer's personality. I myself would, if I was to drink blood, it would be a blood of a lion, not a cowardly deer. Anyways, do God's will, and you will live forever.